people are saying you can remove your kakars. Kakars are extension of our limbs, a part of our body, and they mean a lot to us because these are gifts given to us by Guru Gobind Singh Ji. By Desa Singh Ji's Rehatname, Guru Sahib mentions clearly Kach, Kashera, Kirtan, Na Kabhu Tyage should not be removed from your body at any time. If we look at the current times, people easily remove them and keep it aside. These panj kakar are not just things that Guru Sahib gave as a nah hona palo, and there's no significance to it. Every kakar has a significance to it. So these are not things that are made up. These are mentioned in the Rehatname. It's up to us whether we want to accept it or not, just because it needs to fit our mindset and what we think is right. Right and wrong is a spectrum. We have to be matured in how we address or how we even communicate or how we even comment on a video as well. WhyGuru Ji Ka Khalsa, WhyGuru Ji Ki Fateh Sangat Ji. So this is a response video to the recent video that we created on how do Sikhs take a shower and manage their kirpan and their kakars at the same time. So this is a very innocent and legit question someone from the Sangat asked us, and we answered this question through a video because when we go to camps or any samagam or programs, there's a Q&A session, a lot of people ask these questions. How do I manage my kirpan? Where do my kakars go when I'm showering, when I'm swimming, when I'm in the gym, and so on? And it's legit questions, like we should not condemn people asking these questions. So a lot of people actually ask for where is this stated, what is the source for this. So what I'm going to do here is I just want to very briefly go through the Rehatname stated on the panj kakar, because the issue here is people are saying you can remove your kakars, it's illogical, it doesn't make sense, it's not practical. Actually, keeping our kakars on us at all times is the most practical thing ever. Kakars are extension of our limbs, a part of our body, and they mean a lot to us because these are gifts given to us by Guru Gobind Singh Ji. So if we look at case, of course, I think there's not much issue in terms of case because it's already attached to our scalp, our body, our different parts of our body. And Guru Sahib says in Gurbani, Gurmukhi rom hartyave, that every hair on our body, if we do so much of job, every hair on our body, our rom, will also remember Paramatma as well, because they are living things. The cell, every cell in our body will start to recite WhyGuru mantra. Gur Bilas Parchar Dasmi, which is a historical Granth by Bhai Sukha Singh, is written in that. Ihe mor agya suno le pyare, bina teg ke sang devo na didare. Guru Gobind Singh Ji says, listen to this command by the Guru. Without teg, without kirpan or sword or Sri Sahib, and without case, devo na didare. Guru Gobind Singh Ji will not easily give you darshan, because this is the rupa that Guru Gobind Singh themselves had, and they gave it to the Pantha, and when they blessed the Pantha with Amrit, Khande Patita Amrit, they asked for the same blessings themselves as well and became a Singh. So when it comes to Kanga, Tankha Nama Pai Nandalal Ji, so Pai Nandalal Ji we all know as well, who was a Sevadar in the Darbar of Guru Gobind Singh Ji, and they have a Tankha Nama where Guru Gobind Singh Ji says, Kanga dono waqt kar pag chuni kar bandi, Datan kare nitneet na dukh pave lal ji. So Kanga dono waqt kar. How many times should you comb your hair? Minimum twice, morning and evening. Morning before you start your day, evening when your day has ended, you're now resting, you're not taking away all that stress and all that thoughts and so on. And wooden Kanga, because it's a grounded element, is wood. You're combing and touching that wood element to your scalp, to the back of your neck, and combing your hair all the way down. So pag chune kar bande, and how should you tie your case the star? You don't take it off like a hat and remove it and put it and wear it again. Guru Sahib says every layer, tie the star every layer by layer and remove it layer by layer as well. So these are not things that are made up. These are mentioned in the Rehatname. It's up to us whether we want to accept it or not. But we should not be condemning them, and just because it needs to fit our mindset and what we think is right. Because right and wrong is a spectrum. It's not black and white, right? What based on our own intellect, something that's good for me might seem bad for you. but something that's good for you, for me, is like, I'm sorry, I can't accept that. So it's very subjective. The idea is to have an open mindset and look at where it's coming from. So when we look at Kashera by Rehatname by Desa Singh Ji. So Rehatname by Desa Singh Ji states, Kach Kirpana Kabhu Tyage, clearly states that Kachera and Kirpan, which I'm not sure why these two, but again, I guess these are the two things. If we look at the current times, people easily remove them and keep it aside. But by Desa Singh Ji's Rehatnama, Guru Sahib mentions clearly, Kach, Kashera, Kirpan, na kabhu tyage, should not be removed from your body at any time. Of course, when we are talking about situation where we can't help it, if we are traveling on the aeroplane, yes, maybe you can't have your big karpan, maybe you can't have your 7-9 karpan on you. But there are certain countries that allow 6 centimeters karpan. Find out which countries allowed it. And there are ways that you can carry small karpana as well, and you can go through with them. So as long as you are not letting go of your karpan away from your body, and you're not taking it out and on a daily basis where you can wear your karpan and there's no restriction, you're taking it out and putting on the table, and once you're done, you're wearing it again, especially if an Amritari Sikh. So again, these are for those who have taken Amrit. By Gurdas Ji in Vaaran number 41, they state, Seal Jat ki kach bhair pakdiyo hathyara. So Seal Jat ki kach bhair, that the sign of true chastity is a kashera, and you must wear this kashera and hold weapon in your hand, and this is the tiyar tiyar element of a Amritari Sikh. So Bhai Ji and Sri Guru Katha, who has written about Guru Gobind Singh Ji, about them bringing Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji's head from Delhi back to Kirtpur Sahib and Anandpur Sahib. In Bhai Ji Sri Guru Katha Granth, it's written, panj Kakar diye Gurne, pund panj ka panj vikaran mare. That these panj kakar are not just things that Guru Sahib gave as a hona palo, like just wear it, and there's no significance to it. Every kakar has a significance to it. Case helps us to fight with our pride, that this head belongs to the Guru. Kanga, when we comb our hair, it reminds us to not have attachment, because broken case, when the case gets, char denege, right, the dead hair that comes out, it reminds us that nothing is permanent in this world. Kada helps us to remind us not to be greedy. This hands belongs to the Guru, right? The kada reminds us that with these hands, always give, don't just take, and don't do anything bad with your hands. Karpan helps us to control anger, that you have a weapon on you, but yet you are acting out of kirpa, of daya, and not anger. When someone does something towards you, you give them 3 chances before you are never the first one to attack. So Kashera, it reminds us to control our lust, right? It reminds us to control our desires and our lust. Look at the opposite gender with good intention. Don't have any ill intention. So Kashera reminds us of that. So Panch Kakar helps us to control our panchachor, and reminds us to not indulge in those panchachor as well. So again, Sangaji, there's more that we can dwell into, but again, it depends on whether we want to accept it or not. You don't have to accept it, and we are not forcing you to change your life. But it doesn't mean that you condemn or make fun of those who actually practice this rehat. So maybe the video is not meant for you, right? It doesn't mean that it's not meant for those who are actually asking these questions. So my beinti is, Sangaji, when we watch a video and if it's not relevant to you, it might be relevant to somebody else, right? So we have to be matured in how we address, or how we even communicate, or how we even comment on a video as well. So this video is to clarify where is it mentioned to have our Panchakakar, and what's the significance of the Panchakar Rehat given to Amritari Sikh. So Pulan Chukan Dikima, WhyGuru Ji Ka Khalsa, WhyGuru Ji Ki Fateh.